Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, Dizzy.
So what are your feelings on Christmas?
It's magic.
So, magic?
Magic.
You know what else is magic?
What?
Shooting movies about Christmas.
It is.
And
The magic of cinema.
the cinema. I wish we could. Do you think we could get in the cinema?
I mean, I think once people see our movie, they're going to be like, who is that actress? She's amazing. I must have her.
Yeah, Michelle was good in the movie, wasn't she? I love you, Lindsay Ann. Thank you for shooting this.
Michelle was amazing in the movie.
You two are both naturals on camera.
I mean,
I got to tell you.
thanks.
Yeah,
you're great on camera too, but you shine behind the scenes.
I know how to make people look glamorous.
Yeah.
And you don't even realize how glamorous you are until I've put the camera at that angle that is like, oh, that's the one.
That's the right angle.
Yeah.
I don't have many right angles.
The right angle.
Yeah, but
right angle.
You know, once you find the one, it's okay.
And I know where the one is. That's the key. But just in case people are confused, we got to let them know who's shooting this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody. I'm Dizzy.
And I'm Lindsay.
And we're Mostly Fit, finding the balance between workouts
And weekends.
And today we are talking about a Mostly Fit Christmas special.
Yes.
I'm so excited to have done this.
Yeah, it was fun.
Was it fun for you?
It was fun for me.
Oh, good.
It was more fun when it was over. But
Yeah.
it was not.
I mean,
no, I'm just kidding. It was fun. The whole process was fun. It had its moments.
We're addicted to being done with shooting movies.
Yeah, it had its moments, but all in all, it was a good time.
Oh, yeah, sure
Yes.
is. But I am now, apparently I'm a director and a screenwriter, but I'm also a personal trainer, NASM certified, as well as an entertainer, not certified in anything. And now you see one of the ways that I am an entertainer. I put it all in the movie.
Yep.
And a certified fitness nutrition specialist. It was my idea to do this particular storyline because it's nutrition based, but I had the right character to go with it. And who's that character? That's
Me?
you, yeah. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm Lindsay, and I'm also a NASM Certified Personal Trainer with specialties in corrective exercise and sports performance. I'm also a wife, a mom, and a badass.
And you can get a mug similar to that at mostly-fit.com.
Yeah.
And you can also, if you are listening to this now, which you should be, because we changed our recording schedule.
We did.
So we can be a little bit more current on the topics. Get your brand new Mostly Fit Christmas shirt just in time to wear on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. We better order those today.
Yeah, today.
Today.
Yeah, check it out. And just because I'm feeling generous, you don't even have to open the email this time. Use the code MOSTLYCHRISTMAS and get 10% off immediately any purchase. Any purchase at mostly-fit.com. All right, so let's talk about this movie because today we're going to be doing a watch along with the people.
Yes, later on tonight, right?
It's a 13-minute movie.
Yeah.
Well,
so
on the podcast.
It's a short.
On the podcast.
Oh, yeah, but
we're doing the watch along. We're giving the commentary track.
Yes. Okay. I would call it a short.
Well, yeah, it's a mini movie, a short film.
Win an Oscar?
We got to be submitted for Oscars.
Submit us.
I don't know who would.
Who does the submit?
Who's on the committee?
Can't I just send it into them?
Probably not.
Be like, watch this, please.
Yeah, because the whole Oscar committee will just be down with that.
Please.
I said, please.
Anyway.
So we're gonna be doing a commentary track along with the movie for you to watch along. So you just throw the headphones on if you're listening on your iPhone, or you can bring up the two screens for YouTube if you're watching on a computer.
There you go.
However you choose to do it, we'll give you the countdown to start. But before we do that, let's just talk about why in the world we made this.
Yeah.
Because first of all, how do you feel about having been asked to do it?
I feel good about it.
Oh, great elaboration. Good for podcasting.
How did I feel? You had said, what? He called me. He was very excited.
I was.
He was
I
like,
had
Lindsay,
this genius
Lindsay
idea.
Ann, I added my
It was
added a couple.
it was that many times.
I added a couple. It's like, I have this idea. What if
Wow,
we
you know
made...
me. You sound like me. This is good.
Yeah. What if we made a mostly fit Christmas special?
And that's the name of it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like all of these ideas, like the only original idea that she had to do things, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that as in like starting a project.
I have a lot of original ideas.
I mean starting a project.
Yes.
Is to make a podcast.
Yeah, but look what happened. Oh, sorry.
And you said, I want to make a podcast about tacos and working out. And I was like, okay, let's do it today.
Yes, he did.
And the first time I heard about it was like a week or two or month before.
Yeah, no.
I said, yeah, okay, let's do it. I pulled out my computer and we did it.
found the Instagram name, everything. It was good. But since then, you might have come up like, this is what we should do, but I've contributed a lot of ideas.
No, you've contributed a lot of ideas, but I'm the one that makes it difficult.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, so I said, what if we, like, to promote the podcast, we did funny skits.
Yeah.
And then you're like, this is the right skit to do. This. And then
he edited it and everything.
And then I was like, we should definitely have a YouTube channel because like YouTube is great for expanding brands. What if we had a website? What if we sold junk on our website?
Yes. So he took it and flew with it.
What if you quit your job?
Yes.
It's all my fault. Sorry, Dave.
My job.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, she quit her job. Buy our merchandise so she doesn't starve.
I'm so hungry.
Look at her. She's withering away. Buy this mug.
I'm so hungry.
She can barely even.
I can barely hold my head up.
Words.
Anyway.
All right, Chris, all right. Yeah. So just so you know, Lindsay's got the bright, beautiful ideas, and I'm the one that's like, let's make this difficult. And I pull out my camera and my microphones and my lights, and let's build a room in your basement.
But it's always fun. It always winds up being worth it in the end, even if I'm like, kind of like rolling my eyes a little bit. I'm like, oh gosh, what is he coming up with now?
At least you admit it.
Yeah, but I'm like, all right, but I'm pretty like go with the flow. Everything you said, let's do. I haven't argued.
Yeah, pretty much. No, you argue when we start doing it.
Yes, I'm like, okay, let's do it. Because then it's like, you know, I like sleeping. He doesn't so much.
No way.
So I just get really tired and cranky.
Yeah. Like once I'm in the middle of something, I'm not stopping it.
Yeah, and he works me to the bone.
Yeah, that's why you're losing all this weight.
Yeah, I don't have time. Anyway, we went into it knowing that it was going to be a lot of work.
Yeah,
and we
totally.
said to each other, as long as you can put up with me yelling at you and you yelling at me and retaking, it will be fine. And I think we knew. We went into it with those expectations.
Yeah.
So when they happened, it wasn't quite the shocker.
It's just like marriage, but with cameras.
Yeah.
Like you start the whole ordeal knowing this is a great idea, but there's going to be a lot of suck along the way.
For better or worse.
For better or worse.
We were in it together.
Yeah. And speaking of for better or worse, her husband, Luke, you finally get to see him outside of my music video for Santa Looked a Lot Like Daddy, which you can find on my YouTube channel.
Yes.
You finally get to see him.
So
and
my
he's
children.
got lines.
Yeah, and my dad.
Yeah.
So.
And he didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
He was like, wait, what are we doing today? A movie?
I just invited him over for dinner.
Wear the Santa hat.
And then I fed him and was like, okay, but before you can eat, this is what needs to happen.
Yeah,
So.
you have to do lines in a movie.
Yeah.
So the reason that I wanted to make a Christmas movie, like once upon a time, I used to have my own podcast and I just talked to myself for 30 minutes. And that was the first time I got a chance to do what I always thought was fun and special as a kid, which was every time I saw a special edition of a TV show, like a Halloween episode or a Christmas episode, I always thought it was it was a better one because you got to infuse a little magic outside of your normal storytelling.
Yeah.
Like we normally do storytelling and we have our skits and our fun, but I was thinking it would be really cool to have our own special because when like the Christmas episodes of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
yeah,
they're part of my Christmas tradition now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I will go on your Hulu account or Amazon Prime account and watch the Christmas editions of those shows.
Yeah.
And Boy Meets World now on my Disney Plus account.
Oh yeah, but it's on Hulu too, right?
Not anymore. Well, yes,
Well,
because Hulu is owned by Disney
Yeah,
now.
because you can get Disney Plus and Hulu together.
Shout out to Disney Plus. Use our link. Disney, where you at? Where you at?
Can you imagine?
If Disney bought us,
Bought this movie?
oh, that would be
And it could
insane.
be going in front of like Toy Story movie?
Oh, that would be cool. Wow, that would be a great idea. But, okay, so I always wanted to do Christmas editions of things.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we have something that has regular entertainment coming out to people, like, why wouldn't it be great to celebrate the holidays? Like, we did our Halloween
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah.
But now, this was an undertaking. It really was.
We should have done a spooky one, maybe next year.
Well, yeah, next year. We're going to be doing this stuff for years. Let's be real. And next year, it'll have some real production value where I don't have to operate the camera.
Gotcha.
Because we'll be able to pay a camera guy.
I like it.
Yeah, so I wanted to be able to share that magical feeling with other people, and I wanted to maybe become part of someone's holiday tradition. That's what I hope, because we got a lot of friends and followers and not so much family in either of our sides, but friends and followers and whatnot and fans.
Yeah.
That dig our stuff, and we thought that maybe we would be able to enhance your time because you're still going to the gym, you're still doing fitnessy stuff while Christmas is going on.
Yep.
So why not let this add a little bit of light and enjoyment to that? Like, not really to teach a message, but like there's a little message action going on.
I think so.
And so what were some of your favorites before we get started? What's some of your favorite Christmas episodes or movies or things that are part of your tradition?
Usually they're movies. And obviously I always watch Elf. Because that, like, I know it's a newer one. It's not, I mean,
It ain't new anymore.
I know, but
It's 15 years old. Oh my God. Yeah,
I know,
we
but
are
it's not
old.
like the old, like I used to watch like the Rudolph one.
Yeah,
and the
that's
Abominable
old.
Snowman. You know, that whole thing. Those were like what I always would watch.
I just had an idea. Keep going, but I'm going to get my idea. Keep going.
Lindsay Ann.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going. This won't be for us. This is something that we have to pay for.
But now it's like Elf, which like every year I have to watch Elf. Like
Yes.
it needs to happen. And then like I don't have any like TV. I mean, I've watched all like the special like TV ones, but I probably don't go back and rewatch
Oh, yeah.
TV holiday specials.
I really enjoy
As
those
much.
episodes.
But obviously, Christmas Story, Griswolds, like all.
It's
of
Christmas
the,
vacation
Yes.
for all you laymen out there. You know why, though? She married Clark Griswold.
I did.
Luke is basically Clark.
Basically.
I mean that with all the love in the world because it makes me happy to see it.
Yeah.
But he 100% is Clark Griswold.
He really is, actually. Also, Phil Dunphy, if you ever watched
I don't know that one.
Modern Family.
Nope.
But yeah, so there's definitely a lot of movies that I always watch during the Christmas season.
I dig that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I enjoy the traditions.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll be able to become part of your tradition now. If you enjoy the movie. Well, I presume if you do the watch along with us that you probably enjoy it. So hopefully it'll become part of your tradition. Like next year, maybe you pop up and I really want to watch a Mostly
You know
Fit
what?
Christmas special.
We'll probably remind you.
I would never, ever remind
We'll
people.
probably remind you to watch it during Christmas next year.
No way. Okay, before we start, the idea I had,
The idea.
because you mentioned the Rudolph movie and the Year
Yeah.
Without a Santa Claus and all that fun
Yeah.
business. What if we could pay somebody to do stop motion version of us?
That would be cool.
Like, in one of those settings.
That would be cool.
Oh man, because they use that in
Stay
Elf.
tuned.
They use the stop motion
Do they?
claymation in Elf. Remember the snowman?
Oh,
They
yeah,
got the,
yeah.
I think they might have got the original actor for that. I don't remember.
That's funny.
But yeah, if we could get a
Yeah.
stop motion version of us.
That'd be cool.
I got a cousin we could pay. I don't know if he'd want to do it because that's a lot of work. We'd have to pay him a lot of money.
All right,
But-
well, stay tuned.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen,
Without further ado.
if you need to hit pause and go get your movie ready, go ahead and do that. You hit pause because we're going to give you a countdown. So we'll give you the chance to pause now. And now we're back. So we're going to give you the 3, 2, 1. We're starting at the 000 mark on the movie. It's a 13-minute movie. So it's not going to be forever if this is the first time you're running through it, which why didn't you watch it the first time without our commentary, but whatever.
Seriously.
But either way, like, thank you. So 13 minutes, we're starting at 000 and we're going to give you want to do the countdown?
I feel like there should be like a nutty.
We should do it. Let me see if I can find some of those graphics.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it just happened right now. There we are. All right, you want to do the countdown?
Yes.
So we're going to do it in
3, 2, 1.
All right. The movie has started. Our volume is pretty low here. But what do you think about this first scene here?
I think it's shot amazingly, and I think that little boy is like perfect.
Well, he's going to be an actor someday anyway.
Yeah, he's very entertaining.
Yeah, and you just have to make sure to stimulate the thoughts of staying creative so nobody ever crushes that because people like to try to do that.
No, I always tell him he's very good at dancing too, and I'm always like, should we get you into like dance lessons? But then he's like, it's for girls.
Dancing
And
is
I'm
not
like,
for
"It's
girls."
For whoever wants. And I was like, think of all the hip hop boys.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, so this bit right here, the kitchen scene.
Yes.
You said it reminds you of a TV show.
Yeah, I feel like there should have been backtrack, like laugh track. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, a laugh track, yeah.
Like in certain parts, like oh.
Oh, and this bit, you searching for something in a cabinet.
Yeah. So Dizzy wanted to put that in there because it's something that literally happened. Like it was taken from real life, folks.
Yeah, everything that we do here is either something that was inspired by some junk that happened in real life, like talking about clients at the gym.
Yeah.
Sorry to inform you all, but
We talk about you.
yeah, it's true. Especially smelling like sugar cookies.
Yeah. We don't always say you're all weird.
No, like everybody's got a different thing.
Yeah.
Some people are not weird. Some people are boring.
Like really itchy.
I'd rather you be weird.
Yeah. Me too.
But we did this shot like a million times, and if you watch how Lindsay plays with the food,
Yeah.
nothing ever happens with it.
With like, I put the oats in one, didn't I?
Yeah, there's
I
oats
don't
in the
know.
bowl, but like we went back and forth, and you redumped it. Like that protein powder never made it out of
Because I
there.
didn't want to waste my protein powder. You know.
And like there was stuff we let all the ad libbing happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, what if it really was Santa? And then you threw in the line about, wait, how much wine have you had?
Yeah.
This right here is not a real YouTube video.
No, it's not.
And if you pause the video later, go back and watch it again. Pause it, like all the details match, but there's only one detail that makes it wrong, and I challenge you to find that.
This is our intro for Christmas, and I gotta say, the only thing that makes me upset is how tan we were.
I know it's
And now
sad,
we're
but I
gone.
use the tanning bit. I don't know about you.
I gotta go.
5 days till Christmas. I actually went and checked the calendar, like what would make the most sense.
Really?
Like if we were shooting that video on what day, and I put that date in the YouTube thing.
Oh.
But as Santa here, I did not expect the real Santa to want to be in the movie.
I know, we were lucky we nailed him down.
Yeah,
Locked him in.
you put out the casting call, and the real guy shows up. He's such a giver, let me tell you.
He's a giver, folks.
I also expected his hair to be whiter because he's old as he is.
Well, his top head is
His top head.
like his roots are pretty white.
Yeah.
So he hasn't. It's just not all grown out to be white already.
But one thing, like if you're watching the movie now, like we don't know that he's Santa. Mm-hmm. But we knew.
We knew because we were working with him.
Yeah, and like he was like, "Hi, my name's Claus." I'm sorry, your name is what? Santa Claus. Oh, is that short for something? Yeah, well, Claus being from like German Nicholas.
Is that what it is all from?
Yeah. Santa is Saint, and then Claus is
Claus.
the last part of Nicholas.
Santa Claus. Popo Shisho.
My favorite Christmas movie. All right, so let's talk about these bits.
The workout scenes?
Yeah, the workout and the
and
target,
the target.
because we mixed them all in.
We did.
And
Our montage. I love a montage.
oh, here comes Michelle for the first time. Just shopping along, creeping up on me.
Michelle was such a good, nasty shopper.
I know, it feels like she's done this before.
I have
Oh,
to talk
wait.
to her. Oh,
Those
he
ornaments.
broke the ornaments. He shattered.
I put them in the cart, and I moved the cart, and it just clink. Sorry, Target. I know, all these bits are going by so fast.
I know. I just saw my face again with the battle rope.
Yeah, we'll talk about the battle rope in a second.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about this bit with the Reese's.
Yes. Look how mean she is.
Like, she rammed the cart, and we had to take this a lot.
Yeah.
And
yeah, people at Target, they
thought there was a fight going down, but Oreos make everything all better. All right.
How do you feel about the soundtrack?
Oh, I'm glad you asked about this soundtrack.
I kind of love it.
The guy that made the music.
Yeah.
Well, you can find that. Just search on Spotify or iTunes. These songs are available. That guy's name is Dizzy Parker.
Yes. And he actually bought that jacket that he's putting on.
Somebody bought. Wait.
I bought that jacket.
Here goes. We're searching for sweaters,
Oh, yeah, this is my
onesies.
favorite.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I feel like we need to pause it and have them pause it. There's too much to talk about.
I know, but they'll come back to it.
All right. I was behind that.
And we rigged the shelf. The clothes were supposed to fall off, but the rack fell off.
I was just supposed to like pop it, and I popped it. I'm too
Snooty
strong.
Michelle. Hey, get back here with my Reese's.
She
So
was
bad.
so good.
Yeah, but that rack, if you go to Target now, look for the one with the onesies. You'll still see that it's bent.
Is it bent?
Oh, yeah, it's
No,
bent.
good.
I just had to that thing back up in there.
It's funny.
The original cut of this, he said temptation like 14
Yeah.
times. So listen for the word temptation. We could do a drinking game.
For temptation.
We'd do the original cut of it. I do have that.
I definitely do like the angle that we chose.
Really?
Instead of the yellow.
Yeah, because
Like this is much better.
yeah, it lets your skin at least have some tan.
Yeah. The coloring is better.
Oh, but one thing they might not know, you see these shots where you're together, and
yeah.
the close-up shots were done completely separately.
Yes.
Neither of you were in the same room when
I
did
was
that.
on a bit of a time schedule.
Yeah, and this right here, continuity with the outfits. But notice my hair.
I had to fix your hair.
There's a whole running storyline with what happened with those Reese's.
Oh, yeah.
And for time, we didn't put it all in, but literally.
Literally.
Here it comes again.
No, you missed it.
Oh, yeah, we did it twice.
Yeah.
But the whole running storyline was like, well, first of all, Michelle is a candy addict. That's why I wrote that.
Oh, really?
I wanted her to be that one.
That's funny.
But it could have, I left it to the imagination, but you wanted to show me taking the candy
Yeah,
back.
I wanted him to like sneak it. Like,
And we should have done a longer version where like we're running into each other.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
just keep snatching the candy back from each other.
Yeah,
Because it's the
'cause then
last
it
big
would've-
Reese's.
Let's just say I know
Wait a minute.
pretty well.
He's just giving himself away, but you still don't get it.
Need your help tonight avoiding this.
He needs your help working. Are you telling me what I think you're telling me?
Pretty good.
And you just can't believe that the disguise
I
was
mean,
so good.
I thought he was kind of a weirdo. He knew where I lived and
Well, yeah.
he was wearing a suit. Like, maybe he was going to rob me.
But that's why the line happens so fast, too.
Yeah.
That, like, just eliminate all the creepy thought.
Yeah.
Imagine. Like, immediate. I am pretty dedicated.
I mean, I am.
And we got right to the point because it could have gone weird.
It could have.
Why does this guy with the beard dressed as Santa Claus know where
Yeah.
I live?
Exactly.
Oh, because I really am that concerned, Lindsay. I really am that guy. And this is how you know he's really that guy. Because a returning trope that happens in all of our videos is about to happen right now.
Keep the secrets of Christmas. Besides, I'll take care of him.
Snap magic.
Always get me with the snap magic.
I was thinking before that we should have I should have said more stuff about can you meet my kids and like things like that.
Yeah, we should have. Yeah, that's what happens when you're
know?
on a time schedule. Like you get as many lines as you can.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this house. This was a perfectly chosen house.
This was.
So we know where it is.
Yes.
And you, actually, if you look over his shoulder there, look at
You
that.
can see.
The
What?
freaking light.
What light?
I hit it in
really?
the I
didn't
hit it
even
in the
see
hallway, and then if he moves again, it's not there. No, it is there
Oh, it
again.
is there. Well, it doesn't look like anything. Now you know.
Yeah. But where would you imagine, other than your parents' house,
Mm-hmm.
that this house would be, being so like festive but ornate?
What
It's
do you
neat.
mean?
It's not like gaudy. It's just it's
No.
got they're quaint decorations.
They are
I imagine
quaint.
it being somewhere in Europe.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah, and this house,
Maybe it's very woodsy.
yeah.
So maybe.
Maybe we
like-
could go to the northwest.
Okay.
I wouldn't go with the south for this one.
No. Unless you did like Arizona.
I'm not on a diet.
Besides, I didn't have dinner.
You know, I dig Arizona.
Yeah, like it's deserty. Well, I don't know. Is there animals and stuff like that in Arizona?
There's tons.
But like deer?
Yeah, they got elk.
What about this one? Where would this one be?
Now we're going to like Midwest, I think.
All right.
Like, I don't know why we moved so fast across the country, but we
But
did.
we have to.
But I love the colors of this one too. And let's talk about you doing the kettlebell exercises.
I mean, I needed to get my workout in after eating the cookie.
These donuts, they were provided by Glazed Over Donuts
Yes.
in Beacon, New York.
We use them often.
All the time. They were in our early promo.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to always be prepared with the shake.
Always prepared.
And this place,
I don't know.
it should have a
needs work.
ceiling.
It needs work.
It really needs a ceiling. We'll unveil where this is in a minute.
Yes.
Because it was accidentally on purpose left in the video.
What?
We'll see
Where it
where it
was.
is.
You know, by next year, I should.
I do love I love the way it looks with the light though. Like
Yeah.
if there was a ceiling, there will be a ceiling soon.
No, it's nice.
And you know, they
I feel like we need slip covers for those couches.
Yeah, I mean they're old lady couches, but they were free.
They were free.
Why is there a guitar on that couch?
I don't know.
am really great.
That's strange.
Why
I
are there
think
bars on the windows? is the question.
I was like, what about the Power Rangers?
It's slowly being given away where this is. And
mean-
and just another shot coming up. We'll find out whose house this is.
Now it's time to get you back home.
wait.
Watch that hand go down.
Oh, I didn't
It's
even notice that.
Dizzy's house.
Now you see what a dork he is.
I am a total dork. Look at the book behind your head.
Is it the Goosebumps
No, that's on the shelf by your
series?
butt.
Oh,
And the Power Rangers head's behind him.
yeah.
Oh!
That's my favorite part when I.
Lindsay
come
just
back
ghosted back onto her front porch. But wait,
Nothing.
what's going? Nothing. The family's still there.
Yeah.
So I guess. Oh wait, Dominic gets his line, just grinning,
He's so cute.
empty bowls
My
and
dad's
everything.
Hungry again.
I'm hungry, and Luke got the last line of the movie.
Yes.
Santa winks.
Cute.
So I'm nerding out over the credits.
Yeah. I wish you picked a better one of me. for
There
the
wasn't
credit.
one that you would have liked, so I figured an action shot would do. Santa Claus as
I thought
himself.
he said he was good with angles.
I'm good with angles, but not in the movie. Like everything we picked, just it was not gonna be your most flattering. You're making faces throughout the movie. Yeah, those. Luke Sullivan, your dad's hungry. And what is Harrison doing?
Who knows?
He's wearing a bowl on his head.
He's special.
Special thanks to Gold's Gym and Fishkill
Yes.
because they always let us shoot our videos there. So that's why is Donuts at the Walking Dog? It's at that house
It's at that house and Target, of course.
where we always shoot.
And you.
And you, the viewer / the listener, you
It's my
make all of
favorite
our
picture.
work worthwhile. I think it's my favorite picture
I
of
think
us ever.
Ever. Yeah. me
Yeah.
too. That one actually, and obviously the one with us in 80s gear from Luke's 40th.
Totally.
That has to be probably hands down my favorite.
100%.
This is second.
I can dig that.
Because we were so good at that.
Just
Look.
very 80s and
good.
debauchery.
And debauchery.
And you can find us on TikTok now. Maybe I'll
TikTok.
take a scene of this movie and put it on TikTok.
There you go.
I don't know exactly what. But now the movie is old. Old? Over.
Over.
Wow. I need to
Yes.
eat. So, what did you think of the movie, listener / viewer?
Mm-hmm.
We would love your comments and comments on the movie on YouTube would be the best, so we get more engagement. Stop that. It's gonna make me do it. Because the more comments you leave, the more YouTube starts to show it to people. So we want to know things that you found funny, find all the errors. That's something I'm personally looking forward to because I know where all the screw ups are.
Yeah.
Like the light that's over Santa's shoulder.
Or the times I look at the camera.
I actually was able to cut all that out.
Oh, never mind.
There's only one where I accidentally looked at the camera.
See, he's always yelling at me.
No, I am yelling at you, but like I can admit it. I can admit when I do it too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only fair if you can dish it out, if you can take it.
Agreed.
And that's pretty much me. Like any weirdness I give to people, I'm totally willing to take it.
Good.
So let's get a little reflection because the motive of this was, as people are watching, the idea was that Santa Claus wanted some accountability while he worked. He said those genius lines that were written in that genius script was that Mrs. Claus worries about him.
Yeah.
She wants him to get healthy, his wife. It's his wife after all.
Yeah.
He might be magic, but he's still human, I guess.
He's a magic human.
Didn't you, The Year Without a Santa Claus, or I think that was the one where he's got red hair? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then, so he's human. He starts as Nick.
Yeah.
I think that's his name in the movie.
Probably.
Yeah. And no, he's Kris Kringle in that one.
Wait, which one?
When he's a redhead. Yeah, he's Kris Kringle, I
have to
think.
go back and watch it
Yeah, we
again.
have to watch it again. Make it a tradition, lady.
I know. Well, I've been watching Elf.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the Christmas Chronicles, which is becoming a new.
That is 100. And Noel.
Yeah, I didn't watch Noel yet.
You need to go watch. You need to sit down here with your giant TV and watch it right down here in the studio.
I know.
There's a giant TV right over there.
And there's a gym.
Yeah, there's a gym right there. But shoot, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, the story behind it was he wanted to finally like get his act together because every year at Christmas time he starts with the cookies and then blows his diet for the rest of the year. His habits are off. And I might have
It's only 1 week if it's the rest of the year.
Well, yeah, yeah, 1 week left in the year. Let's ring it in right.
Yeah.
But maybe it's the beginning of his year.
I got you.
Maybe.
Fiscal.
Yeah, the beginning of the fiscal year.
Yeah.
Totally. December 26th. And now his habits are all screwed up because we're all addicted to sugar.
Yeah.
And I wrote this script out of experience, but also out of knowing you.
Why?
Because you would be the one that's like, well, I am pretty dedicated.
I mean, I am.
Actually, that was my line. I wrote that. Yeah. I wrote that for you.
I think you said loyal.
Yeah.
I said dedicated.
Yeah, however it worked.
Whatever. Same thing.
But it was out of experience because for me, I've mentioned a million times, this time of year is always my downfall, and it's probably a lot of people's downfall.
Yeah, absolutely.
And accountability is the key.
Yes.
Santa needed you to literally swat the food out of his hand. I missed my opportunity there. Santa needed you to literally swat the food out of his hand.
I kind of do that to you sometimes.
That people have to.
You
Like
know.
last
I'm
night.
like, stop it.
See what happened last night when I made the Christmas cookies.
Let's talk about last night.
So we made the cookies, and Alyssa was good enough to be like, "Hey, I can't be doing it with the sugar. Like I'm really sensitive. It makes me woohoo." She like bounces off walls like a
really?
4-year-old.
Oh, wow.
It's fun to watch,
So
actually.
maybe she can't come to your sugar factory birthday.
We'll get it
July.
right. We'll get it right. Don't worry. It'll still be fun. But while she was there, she's like, don't eat all the cookies. Give them to the kids or something. And what really needed to happen was they needed to leave my house at that moment.
You should have given them to Alyssa to bring
That would have been smart.
to somebody.
Yeah, but that did not happen. I ate them.
Yeah.
But I'm fasting for most of today, mainly
Okay.
because I didn't meal prep either because yesterday was busy.
Yeah. I was in the city all day yesterday, so I did not meal prep either.
Yes, you got to be on track. And so I will say, you called me out on being consistently inconsistent for right now.
Yes, I did.
And I think that is something that everybody needs to prioritize. We have a tool for that. You know that tool that we have.
The calendar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a tool so you can work on your consistency, so you can pre-think one day so you don't ever have to think about it throughout the week. You just act on what you already thought about. Because usually that's the worst part, is that one little bit of time.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to last minute scrape it together. I would not recommend just randomly fasting.
Yeah.
Because you ruin your metabolism, and then when you go to eat all the extra foods, your body doesn't know what to do with them. So it's like store.
Well, so you're fasting at the moment. Which you would argue that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
So, and I understand that you didn't meal prep, but isn't there other things that you can do?
There were none in my house.
Okay, so
But there are things that people
like
can
when
do.
I don't meal prep, I go and get myself a roasted chicken.
Yep, same.
And like a raw bag of green beans because I can just eat green beans out of a bag.
Yeah, I can't
like,
do that. And
super, like they're like my candy. I love them.
They're not my favorite raw snack.
No, they're my favorite. I love the crunch. I think they're delicious.
If
can
I
eat
got
full
a crunch,
bag.
I'm carroting. I'm doing carrots,
Okay.
even though that's a starchy
Green
carb technically.
True. So I'm just saying, when I'm in that situation, I try to go and get like a pre-made chicken thing that, I'll take off the fat, or maybe I'll keep it
No, I
depending on
keep
if I
the
need
fat.
the fat.
Usually I'll just be cutting my carbs
yeah.
if I'm eating those, because I
and
like
then
the legs.
some
and I
green
like
beans, and I got the whole thing, and that's like pretty good for like most of the week for me.
Truth. So one thing that I do keep on hand, and I do when, like, if I just for 3 days I can't meal prep for whatever crazy reason.
The tuna packets.
Yeah, like the tuna packets are perfect.
Mm-hmm.
This is a time when I would cut my carbs back, because if you're super duper busy, you can't make it to the gym, you don't need that many carbs.
Yeah, I didn't eat any carbs today.
Yeah.
I think I had a jelly bean.
A jelly bean?
A jelly bean, or it was a gummy bear.
And I'm not telling people to like jump on a keto diet, because I told one of our recent people that you do need carbs. Mm-hmm. And your carbs should work around. You need to stop that mess.
I'm sorry.
It's going to get me to do it.
Sorry. I'm very tired.
She's yawning for all you listeners that are not watching. One of our people, I said, you need carbs.
Yeah.
Like, don't jump on any trendy diets or anything, because our whole thing is balance. Mm-hmm. But when you should use your carbs as you're using them.
Yes.
So some days just need to be low carb days because you didn't make it to the gym.
Yeah, I didn't work out today. I'm doing basically a low carb day instead, but also because I didn't meal prep. So it works out.
So I've also recently started to really, really love Greek yogurt.
I know you were talking about the yogurt.
Yeah,
situation.
so I got some, and that's a good protein. Especially, it's a good thing too, in just my thinking, because yogurt is loaded with probiotics and stuff. So if you did a cookie night and you're not fasting, I also had some yogurt yesterday before I had the cookies, because I knew that I was going to have some cookies. So I could digest the stuff better.
Gotcha.
So having some yogurt on hand as your protein and digestion source.
So that
is another tool.
The protein pudding, I use the Greek yogurt.
Yeah, so that is
and
helpful.
I add more protein to it.
Yeah, so you're doubling protein, which is actually just a normal serving that you need.
Yeah.
Because you half all your stuff. But that's none of my business.
So you can do that too with the Greek yogurt.
Yeah, so this is a busy time of year.
It is. It's super busy, and it's understandable while people aren't in their regular routine, because
even us.
Yeah.
Like when I worked in a gym, I was still off my routine.
Yeah. No, I mean it's hard. Like especially like there's parties, so the days that you normally would be meal prepping, maybe you can't because there's a Christmas party you have to go to, or maybe you're last minute shopping and you're like, I just got to go to the mall. And, like, you don't have time. And then you're at the mall, and then you realize that you haven't eaten. So then you're like, oh, let me grab something at the food court that's going to be super fast.
And something we put in the movie for that very reason is when he's like, oh, I'm usually full by this time of night. I'm hungry.
Yep.
It's freaking shakes, man.
Yes, shakes.
Like, portable food is your best option.
I've been bartending actually, and I haven't had time. Like, there's been times when I go hours and hours without eating, but in my bag, I bring a protein bar and a protein shake just in case. So I don't have that time.
Yeah, the goal is to keep the blood sugar levels stable.
So, yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
And that is a key. And I really hate that we missed the opportunity to do the one shot I wanted to do, where you take the milk off
And
the
put it-
table
yeah.
and put it in the shake. I thought it would have been hilarious.
It would have been, but we didn't know if we were going to need it again, so we didn't want to.
Yeah.
So we had to compromise things. We were
But-
low budget.
Yeah. No budget.
Zero.
Actually,
It
we
was
had
like
a $100 budget.
budget.
We had
So-
we had to pay Santa to come down
Yeah.
from the North Pole. But you know what? He was so grateful to do it that he only needed $100.
Yes.
Just like, cover my cookie fee. I was like, I guess it is just a movie role, huh?
Yeah.
He's still eating cookies.
Is that what he said?
No. I mean, the man did have some cookies, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, while we were shooting at Michelle's house,
Oh, yeah.
he had some cookies.
Did he?
Yeah, he
At
had some
Michelle's?
cookies. Yeah, he had some
I
cookies.
didn't know that.
Yeah, we brought all those cookies along and whatnot. He had
I
some.
had 'em. I know I had them.
I mean, he is Santa after
I
all.
mean, yeah. Santa got to eat some cookies.
All right, so as we were talking about being super duper busy and what to do dietarily and workout wise.
Yeah.
If you can't get to the gym, we should talk about.
Yes.
We talk about these a lot, but I think we should continue to remind people there's things you can do that don't involve a gym.
Yes. Like shopping. No.
Yeah, I want to hear some of your crazy shopping stories. But first, please reference our at-home workout videos.
Yes.
I have them conveniently. Well, I just broke the fourth wall and told everybody that
Okay.
I'm the one that does the website. They're conveniently listed on the
know I don't
website.
do it.
Under, you just click videos and then you go to workouts. They're right there. It's so
Yes.
simple.
Yes. So there are at-home workouts to do, and we have some on our YouTubes.
Yeah, and just to make this even, you are the one that comes up with these home workouts.
I am.
Like, I am not that creative.
I
I just know
come
how
up-
to organize stuff.
Yeah. And he knows things about computers.
Yeah, she did not even know how to drag something from the hard drive to the desktop.
Well, I knew you can
So
drag
cute.
things. I didn't know that it would just automatically like start uploading.
Yeah.
Did that.
Yeah, totally. I
didn't know.
Technology is a great thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so what aside from dieting and gymming, what about all those extracurricular activities that we do outside the gym? Like, Christmas can be a stressful time.
Oh, yeah.
Stressful.
So you're talking about like how I drink a lot during Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah, alcoholic.
I drink a lot during Christmas because I have to be around family.
Now, are you talking about on Christmas Day or like
no, I'm
weekdays?
I'm talking about all days.
All right.
No.
Okay, so we need to revert back to one of our normal tips if other people are doing that, because I don't keep alcohol on hand all the time. I just drink when I'm out.
Yeah.
Like once in a while, I'll have a bottle, and then once that bottle's done, I'm not getting another one for a long time, because I drink good stuff. I don't drink cheap stuff. So I'll get a bottle and make it last. But I don't keep alcohol on hand. But for those people that always have like some bottles of wine, some bottles of whiskey, vodka, whatever.
Mostly because of my husband, because he.
Well, there's that bus. Look at.
What?
Don't throw him under it too fast.
Oh. He knows. I'll throw him right under the bus. He drinks every single night.
Okay.
I do not. But he comes home and he's pouring himself a cocktail, like people do.
People do that. Like
Yeah.
some people stop by the bar. It's a good thing he stops by the house.
Yeah, so it's like we always have vodka there. We always have like some whiskey or something like that. And yes, we always have wine on hand because I like wine. And something that me and my husband do together is make puzzles.
And it's
And
just
drink
more fun with
wine.
wine. Yeah. I
Sometimes it's
encourage
tea.
this activity. Sure.
But no, I don't drink every single day or every single night, typically.
Well, let's just say that
during
there
the
are people that
holidays.
might be pouring an extra glass here and there.
Yes.
And just in case they're new to our podcast for any reason, I mean, if you are new, thank you. Thank you very much. But if you're not new, you've heard this before, and we're just going to rehammer it to your head. If you are new, this might be the first time you've heard this concept. But what we do when drinking alcohol in the diet to keep us on track.
We cut carbs.
Count alcohol as your carbs.
Yeah.
Because alcohol has calories.
Yes.
And we're just assuming that everybody is not like me, and when you drink, you just get the drunchies, and all bets are off.
Yeah. I don't get drunchies.
I 100% do.
I can have a glass of wine and have one glass of wine and go to bed and not eat any foods.
Yeah, it's not my case. I'll just be honest. It's not how I live. When I drink, I want food. I don't know what it is about it.
I mean, I feel like it's common. I remember, like, in my 20s and stuff, it'd be like, oh, we get drunk, and then the thing we do before we went home was go to a diner, you know? But I think that was more because, like, we didn't want to go home.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense, too.
But all the bars were closed. But also, like, shoot, I'm going to be real hungover tomorrow. I better get something to soak up some of this.
Yeah, truth. You got to get a mineral in there.
Yeah, and I think
then to coat the stomach with the greasy stuff.
Yeah, but I think it more was like you just weren't ready to go home yet.
Yeah, I can
but
dig
you
that.
were done. So
I just
it's like
didn't
you
have
just
friends,
went
so
with
I
your
don't know
friends
anything about this.
to the Denny's or the diner that was 24 hours, and you smoked cigarettes and drank coffee and, like,
Oh, you went into old man mode, huh?
ate french fries, pretty much.
So just as a reiteration there. So when we cut carbs, say you know it's just stressful. Like you got home, like I need this glass. So at dinner, what we would recommend is making a plan to remove the starchy carbs from dinner.
Yes.
Especially from dinner. But if you know that you're going to an event or whatever, like that's just the easiest trade-off because they're almost the same calorically speaking. Yeah. But if you're going to an event, maybe do that for like the day. Like take a low carb day the day before so that your calories will balance out and your body will be adjusted.
And the benefits.
Which benefits? There's a lot of benefits.
Yes. Less carbs.
Equals more drunk.
Less drinks, more drunk.
Look, that's too many words, I'm telling you.
Because you don't
That's
need
why
as
it's not on a
much.
shirt yet.
It doesn't need as much. It makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's not as catchy as just two lines.
I think it makes
Less carbs equals more drunk, and then you just throw a picture of a bottle. What are your votes?
I like mine
All
better.
the women are going to side with Lindsay, I know.
Obviously.
Yeah. So, all
Because
right,
I'm thinking it's good for your wallet and your waistline.
Now, that's a good one. We agree on that.
But you got to get the less drinks. It takes less drinks to get more drunk.
Maybe we just
That's
make
important.
Maybe we just make a picture.
It's more important.
We'll figure this out.
It should be a wallet with, like, a measurement tape around the wallet, cinching it.
That's cool. I'm down with that.
I'm the idea person.
We can make this work.
And
I'm the one that actually makes the dang design. Hence the reason our Christmas shirt is not your original design.
No.
You wanted to have, and I wish we could do it, but we got to
can't
commission
do it.
somebody for this. Mary, where you at? She wanted to have Santa deadlifting, but the plates were pies, and I was like, that is a great idea, and I can't do that yet. I'm not that good. So what we have is a cookie with candy canes and a Santa hat.
Yes.
In place of the kettlebell with the wine glasses.
Still cute.
Get it now.
Yes.
At mostly-fit.com.
Use the code Mostly Christmas.
Oh, so let's talk real quick about I kind of touched on it without segueing into it, but the fun events. Because right now, if you've got friends, you got parties to go to.
Yes.
So this is old information, but just reiterating, and I kind of just said it. But when you're going to a party, carb cycling is key.
Yes. So same thing with alcohol.
Yeah. So imagine, I forgot what I was imagining.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we're just going to cut that part out. So when you're going to a party, we are not the ones that are telling you to avoid things at these parties. We want you to go to the party and do what you would normally do. But the before and after are very important. Here's the party right here, right there. And on the before side and the after side is what you do there is the most important with keeping yourself in track and on track.
On track.
Yeah, intact and on track. There we go. So doing a little caloric adjustment. See, in our brand new complete guide to being fit, mostly.
Yes, mostly.
There is a fat loss formula in there that I've talked about a lot, which is 500 calories from your total daily energy expenditure times 7 equals 1 pound a week. It's so simple. Mm-hmm. So simple.
It's so simple.
So imagining that will prevent you from putting on extra fat at these parties.
Yes.
And I mean, if you eat like you, which when you like go all out, you basically just get up to your TDEE.
Not always. Sometimes
We tracked it on Thanksgiving.
exaggerate it. Like I'll eat more.
I've been at these parties. The worst thing you do is have a third glass of wine. And then you dip into the
All
appetizers.
this talk about wine. It's like
I know,
you
I know.
want some.
I just want some food. I'm gonna go get some when I leave here. That's what I'm doing.
Get that chicken.
But if you do what I do, and you go insane, maybe carb cycling will work. Maybe carb cycling won't work, depending on how consistent you are beforehand. Because if your diet is on point on normal days, say you're eating, I don't know, for ladies, 1,500 calories, for fellas, 2,000, 2,100. If you're consistently doing that and you're working out consistently, having a cheat day won't hurt you.
No.
If you are screwing around with your diet, which is something I don't recommend, consistently inconsistent, the cheat day is going to store fat really easy. And
Agreed.
I do not recommend that. Now, we should talk really quick about your experience before we go.
Okay.
Because you always say you like to punish yourself on the scale.
Yes.
And not numbers, so we won't make anybody feel any types of way.
Yes.
But just with how the numbers have changed, let's talk about it real quick before we go. So you have been dietarily consistent. I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but a lot of caffeine. You've been dietarily consistent on your in-between times.
Yes.
And your goal has been what from Thanksgiving to New Year's this year?
Maintain.
Just maintain.
Just maintain.
And you've had normal diet during the week and special events on weekends for the most part.
Yeah.
What happened?
Nothing.
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
maintained.
Elaborate. What is nothing?
I maintained. I
Yeah.
did not gain or lose, but did not gain anything.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel surprised because when I say like the weekends have been inconsistent,
Yeah, just the weekends though.
yeah, it's not. It's been pretty. It's been a lot more than I thought it would be, but
yeah.
like just more drinking and more food and stuff like that, and just like all over the place. But yeah.
But then during the week,
But during the week, I'm, on track, and I still get my workouts in and all of that. And I wasn't weighing myself for like a hot minute because I was just afraid. But then when I did, I was like, oh, okay. So
yeah. See,
I think it was my birthday when I weighed myself, right?
of course, that's when it's going to
Yeah,
be.
I was just like, I might as well just punish myself.
I might as well just hate myself today. Oh, surprise.
Yeah.
And this is what we've been talking about the whole time. And she is a prime example because we keep each other accountable.
We do.
So I keep you accountable food-wise and diet-wise and brain-wise. And you've been doing exactly what we say.
Yes.
I have not so much. Because you can't control what I do at midnight on a Saturday after a show.
I have no control over
Kennedy's
that.
fried chicken is delicious. And I had it for the first time, and I don't regret it.
When you told me you did that, I was like really jealous.
That's the first time I ever
I was
went.
like, why wasn't I there?
I went with the band, and you have a family.
I know. I worked that night.
Yeah. So yeah, you gotta be honest with yourself about what you're doing, but you are being honest with yourself about what you're doing.
Yeah.
And now exactly what we say is exactly what's happening. And I believe, according to our analytics, most of our audience is female, so they probably think more like you than they think like me.
Probably.
So follow the advice because I have good advice, but I'm a boy and I'm also dumb and I don't take my own advice all
He's
the
a
time.
dumb boy.
Dumb boys. So on Christmas Eve, I will weigh myself again before we eat.
Okay.
Or and that morning.
Christmas Eve is going to be worse than Thanksgiving.
It's going to be Liddy. That's another Mary reference.
Liddy.
Yeah, it's lit, but she's more excited about it. That's your friends. She's my friend too.
She's
my
your friend too.
She was your friend first.
Mary, don't say things.
Don't say weird stuff. We love you.
Don't say weird things.
Just sing those
Like what
beautiful,
you think,
beautiful
Gucci?
songs. Oh my goodness, that's
Or
old by
Liddy.
now. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's
No,
gonna be
I
Liddy.
know. Then with this new one, I'm just hearing.
Yeah.
Liddy.
All
Know
right,
what
yeah.
that reminds me of?
What?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Wasn't the girl's name Lydia?
Yeah, but they called her Liddy.
Oh wow. Oh wow, now we're falling apart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's food time. But yeah, follow my advice for ladies because I have great advice for ladies and Lindsay is living proof. Say it.
Living proof.
There it is. Living proof that my advice works.
Yeah.
And now if somebody could give me advice that I would follow. That I would follow.
He doesn't follow.
No,
Because he's a man.
And you know what's messed
or a
up?
boy.
I'm on record as saying I'm not going to do this. I'm doing it 2 years in a row now. But my goal is to not be heavier for Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
New goals.
Yeah, that's what we're running with.
I'm just going to keep coasting.
You keep coasting
I'm going to keep coasting.
because this pit is endless.
All right. We got till January.
And I refuse to
And
make a
then
New Year's resolution.
We're
We're
making
gonna
stupid
No,
goals.
no, that's not happening.
stupid goals.
No,
We're-
our goals are very specific
Yes.
and they're not New Year's resolution
It
based.
just happens to be falling.
After the freaking
After.
feast.
All
And I'll be
that.
playing a show for New Year's, so I don't have a chance to pig out. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
I mean,
yeah.
I'll probably be making a puzzle.
Very likely with a glass of wine.
I'll probably make it like Prosecco or something for. I mean, it's New Year's. You gotta have like champagne.
Oh, is that how Prosecco works? I don't know.
I mean, champagne, Prosecco, same idea.
Is it bubbly? I didn't know that. I only drink red wine.
Yeah, it's bubbly white.
Bubbly. All right. Okay. So let's get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Where can they find us on the socials?
They can find us at mostly-fit on Instagram.
No, they can't.
Oh, on our website.
Yeah.
Wait, let's try that again.
Let's do that again. I'm not cutting anything.
Mostly-fit.com for all of our merchandise
And that planner we were talking about.
and that planner and all of our coaching options. And at mostly.fit
That's the one.
on Instagram, at mostly-fit on Facebook, at mostly.fit on TikTok.
Yeah.
And
on YouTube, youtube.com/mostlyfit, where you can watch the movie again and again
Yeah.
and again. Please watch it as many
Watch
times as you
it.
want to. It's only 13 minutes.
Yeah.
And
You have like a week exactly until Christmas. So
Mm.
get your fill-in now.
yeah, and you know what? How cool would it be if people watched that movie on Christmas Eve with their family on the big freaking
That
TV?
would be cute.
We should,
We
do
should
that.
break the internet
Yeah, right. We don't have that many fans yet.
and just it will be like a marathon, like how they do a Christmas Story.
Oh, that would be great.
Like it just plays one right after the other.
I wonder if we
do
could
that with us
I wonder if we could do that. I'm gonna have to research that.
on a loop.
But if this is one of your first times watching us on YouTube or listening to us on Spotify, we're not on Spotify for this. For iTunes, Stitcher, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Please, the only thing we ask for payment, because you get all this stuff for free, all of it, you didn't even have to pay the cost of admission to watch the movie.
Yeah.
The only thing we ask is that you share each episode with
Hit
a friend.
that button.
Hit all them buttons.
All of them, the likes,
And
the dislikes,
give some comments.
the notifications,
Yeah, pick one.
the subscription.
Yeah, actually hit that little bell on YouTube so you see everything.
And then
but
right-
tell a friend. Please
Yeah.
tell a friend so we can keep this audience growing. If you're getting value, they're going to get value too.
Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for listening.
Absolutely.
Until
Wait,
that's how you know.
wait, one more thing.
Go on.
I'm running the Chicago Marathon.
Yeah, do that real quick.
Well, he's breathing. So I know I ran the New York City Marathon. If you guys didn't know, I will say it again. I ran the New York City Marathon.
Oh, she ran the New York City Marathon.
And now I'm trying to break records and going to Chicago. So follow us and hear how that goes.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Listen
we have
to all your crime
while.
stories.
Yeah, we have a while until that one happens. But also, if you want to donate to me for a lupus charity, we're going to find research. We're going to fund research to help cure lupus.
Yeah, just so you know, when you do these marathons, there's an entry fee, and it is for charity.
It
That's
is
why.
for charity. So if you want to help me raise money for lupus,
What's the goal? 1,500, 1,900?
1900. Find our link, which will be in my bio on Instagram.
And every dollar counts. So
And
even if it's only a dollar,
at Mostly Fit Linz on Instagram, you can find the link for it.
gonna do it now.
Mm-hmm. Or on my Facebook, Lindsay Messina Sullivan.
Wow, we've given these people a lot of
I
options.
know, I'm
we
sorry.
should make something very convenient. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll put it on the website.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Linktree.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, we'll see you next time.
Bye.